What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hey, we are in Ruidoso, New Mexico. I've got Will Gilliam and Deb Gilliam here with me, and and we've got Shannon, my man. What's up, Shannon? Say hi.
How's it going, Knolly? How's it going, Will? Deb, good to see you guys.
Great.
We're actually here because of Shannon. We want to make sure that we acknowledge Shannon. We want to talk about what Shannon does, what he doesn't do. No, just kidding.
Yeah. He does it all. What are you talking about?
Shannon does it all. But we're just kind of hanging out here. 1 year ago, almost to this week, but certainly within the last couple of days or so, 1 year ago, Will Gilliam and Deb Gilliam were out here in this beautiful forest area where we are. We're in a cabin, and they were independent brokers. They owned Lake Life Realty, and they were like, Knolly Williams sent. What was the story, Will? What happened?
You know, I've been following Knolly 3 or 4 years. I've bought some really good books from him. His coaching's great. And then he started talking about this EXP, and I thought, first of all, Knolly Williams, he's drinking the KW Kool-Aid. I mean, he's hooked up IV, mainlining it. And I know that last email I got was, I'll remember like it was yesterday, May 29th. And I thought, Knolly, I love you, but I'm busy. I mean, we're just cranking it. And then Deb and I spent all of August last year for the first time, all of August. And I think it was around August 7th or 8th. I said, Deb, let's check out this Knolly Williams. You know Knolly. Yeah, she's seen his video. She knows him, loves him. And Knolly's email said, Will, check this out. I promise you, it's a game changer. It'll change your life. And when anybody says change your life, that gets I lean in like, what? And we watched that video that he sent, Brent Gove, and it's like a 30-minute video, 37-minute, whatever it was. And Deb, before I even say anything, she goes, no brainer. And I go, well, wait a minute. How are we going to do that? We have 16, 18 agents, and how we just jump? And why would an independent go join some EXP? And I called Knolly. I texted him, see if he'd answer, and he did. Then I thought, okay, that's his assistant. And then I said, can we talk? And next thing you know, it's Knolly on the phone. I go, Knolly, is that really you? And he's like, it's really me. I said, we watched that video. What do we do now? I mean, we felt
what's the next step?
What's the next step? We felt instant peace. And Shannon, you know about that. When you just see something and you just feel that peace. Like, I mean, Deb, should we pray about it? I mean, it's like, we did, but we just felt that peace watching it. And we thought, man. And then, of course, the other thing is, why didn't I do this a long time ago? Now, why didn't you tell?
What we saw was an exit strategy to real estate. I mean, you do real estate until you die. I mean, that's what most people do. And here we're being given a chance that you can actually retire from this thing called real estate.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, on top.
Speak to that, Shannon. Speak to that.
On top of that, guys, just what we've been going through recently, COVID, right? I mean, I don't know about everybody, but our area, we were literally non-essential. We couldn't sell real estate, right? Our governor locked us down and said, you're non-essential, right? So what do you do in a case like that, right? What do you do when that happens? I'm going to tell you right now, had it have not been for EXP and the revenue share and the stock and the coaching opportunities that I get with being able to get in front of that many people and help them and grow and things like that, my wife and I would have never made it through COVID. Mm-hmm. I mean, financially, we wouldn't have, right? I mean, my whole story of how I got into EXP, very similar to you, Will, is I was crushing it in 2016. I mean, man, I was rolling it. I mean, we're talking, $20-25 million producing that year. It was awesome, right? And so in 2016, Sheila Fejeron, my sponsor, reached out to me, and I wasn't interested, so I kind of ghosted her, right, for like a year because I didn't, I was drinking. Yeah, I was on 100% commission where I was at. I didn't care, right? I mean, and so, but what I realized was 100% of nothing is nothing, right? And so fast forward into 2017, January 2017, I get audited by the IRS. February 2017, my grandfather passes away. April 2017, my dad passes away.
Man.
August 2017, my best friend passes away, 38 years old. So every time I'd try to get out of the bed and go show houses or go list houses, I got kicked in the teeth.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, we literally just depleted our savings account. We went to nothing.
Wow.
From being, $25 million producer to nothing. And I realized at that point in time, 100% of nothing still equals nothing.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that just clicked in my head, man. And I was like, something ain't right. And Sheila called me in September and just wanted to pray. That's all she wanted to do was just pray. And we prayed for about 2 hours straight. And I called her up the next morning and I said, I'm in.
Wow.
I'm in. Anybody that cares that much about me to be there when I'm down and I got nothing else,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in. And let me tell you something. It's the best move I ever made because, hey, here's the thing. Everybody says, your rev share may only be $5,000 this month. It may only be $10,000 this month. You know what? That's selling a house that I didn't have to sell, that if I couldn't sell because of COVID,
Right.
paid my bills.
Mhm.
Right.
And so, people can say what they want to. There can be haters out there. I get that. But you know what? Don't knock it until you've been kicked in the teeth and you got nothing else. Because I'm going to tell you, like I said again, 100% of zero is zero, guys.
Yeah, that reminds me of Billy Preston's song, "Nothing from nothing leaves you nothing."
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you want to have something, you got to be with EXP.
That's right. There you go.
I like that.
made that up.
That's good right there.
That was good. Yeah.
I know Shannon used to spin
virtual
records,
fist bump
so
there.
I know Shannon would know that song.
So Shannon, you used to spin or what back in the day?
I'm sorry, what's that?
You used to spin records?
You DJ, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I spun records. I was on the radio for, gosh, I spent 20 years in broadcasting, probably something like that. But yeah, I loved that part of my life. That was a lot of fun. I spun in clubs. I spun in everywhere. So
You name it. Yeah. So tell us, Shannon. So we got that piece of your story. So when did you get into real estate? How long have you been in real estate?
Okay, so I've been in real estate about 18 years or so. I probably didn't spend 20 total. I spent about 15 probably in broadcasting, I'd say. But I did get into real estate in the early 2000s. And so I got into.
You were doing
What's
pretty
that?
good. You were doing pretty good at it.
Yeah. I stuck with it. And that's the key. That's what I hear everybody saying. Everybody says, oh, the attrition rate, people don't stay long, blah, 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 blah. You know what? It all comes down to, you just got to stick with it. You got to stick it out, right? And if you commit to something, you need to commit to something, right? I'm a firm believer. My daddy always said this, and I believe it till the day I die. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, right? And that's the reason I'm so passionate about everything I do. It doesn't matter whether it's work, whether it's, my belief system, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, one of the big reasons why Will wanted to get you on today is because you've helped them so much in their business, and you've also helped so many of our group, our Mentorship Masters group here at EXP, to succeed. And I keep hearing your name, Shannon. You and I haven't really talked face to face, but I kept hearing your name, like, oh, man, you got to call Shannon, man, you Shannon. So I've actually gotten you on a template. When people ask me about KVCore, for example, I just I copy paste. I say, here's the guy. So
Awesome.
How did you guys meet, Will?
Deb is always doing. She's religious, going to EXP Workplace or somewhere in EXP something. There are so many places to look. And she said, hey man, we hired some woman, and I won't mention her name. I'd like to throw her under the bus, but that's another story. She didn't do a thing for us. We followed the EXP. It's like, here's your Maserati. Here are the keys. And look at all this. And that was it. And I thought, well, I don't want to just drive a Maserati down the street like an old man. So Deb says, hey, there's this guy, Shannon Pyatt, and look at, he's got this boot camp and all this stuff, and boom, signed up for the boot camp. Whoa, stop. if you want extra, we want extra. We want the keys, and we want to learn how to drive this Maserati. And a month later, we meet with them face to face, and man, KVCore, what's awesome about KVCore is it is a Maserati, and the average agent doesn't take time to learn how to drive it.
Mm-hmm.
And Shannon, I mean, it's like he looked at it and set all our settings right there in front of us, and he's recording it. And I thought, wow. And then, everybody hears KVCore, man, it's a monster, it's a beast. Yes, it is. But Shannon could teach you how to drive that and tame the beast. And that's what he did. And now it's like, Deb said, hey, go into this and that. I was like, oh, yeah, baby, it's easy. DigiSign, sky slope. Before, she said, and when she left one day and said, put those listings in, I thought, how do I do that? Go into Enterprise. How do I do that? And I called one of my agents. He goes, oh, yeah. So, but I had Shannon. That was before Shannon. Now it's like, it's a no-brainer. And then our website, he tweaked, I don't know how he did it. And I don't have to know how the computer works. I just have to know how to work the computer. And on my website's beautiful. What he did with the video and captured all our area, I thought, priceless. I mean, good gosh, man. And Shannon is faith-based, and
he loves Jesus.
He loves Jesus, and he knows KVCore. I mean, he knew KVCore before KVCore was out with EXP and stuff like that. I mean, so he's not a programmer per se. Maybe you are, but he just knows, and he teaches you how to drive the Maserati.
Yeah.
So speak to that, Shannon, because a lot of people that even in our group, and I'm sure you've run across other agents, whether they be at EXP or another brokerage, that talk about, and I even had one agent tell me, KVCore isn't really a lead generation site. Like, I'm not generating any leads. So speak to that piece of it, Shannon.
Well, KVCore definitely is a lead generation system. It definitely is. But again, here's the thing. You know what? If you don't put gas in the car is not going to go. Okay? So I can give you a link and say, here's your KVCore. Go use it, which is essentially what ends up happening. And it's not that EXP's doing anything wrong. It's not that KVCore's doing anything wrong. It's such a complex, massive machine that, again, if you don't know what you're doing with it, you're not going to be able to drive those leads, and you're not going to be able to, to set up. I've got a lot of people though that also want me to do just the opposite. That want me to tell them how to lead generate without showing them how the system works. Right? Well, I learned real hard, real fast, okay, in my coaching, that if I taught them how to lead generate first and not taught them what to do with it once it comes in, they got all these leads coming in and they're wasting all this potential, right? So it's really, you've got to know the basics first. And so that's kind of what I teach in my KVCore boot camp, right?
Yep.
And then the one-on-one, we get in there and we talk about some serious lead generating material. Now, I don't just use KVCore. I use other programs in tandem with KVCore that link together with KVCore, that talk to KVCore, because let's face it, not every lead, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. KVCore is a fantastic tool. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you're wanting seller leads, KVCore may not be exactly what you're looking for. So I offer an alternative to that, and I say, okay, hey, look, if you don't want to do this, you can do this, right? And those are different things that we talk about. But the lead generation part of it is a lead generating system, but you've got to know what you're doing with it. And a lot of times people don't know what they're doing with it, and they're not consistent. Oh, that drives me crazy. Guys, here's the thing. If you listen to anything I tell you, consistency is the winner. It does not matter. Everybody's like, oh, well, what about this? What about this? I'm like, just do it. Just get in there and do it every single day.
Right.
And if you're not willing to do it, then you're not going to get the results. Just plain and simple.
It's like we say, time on the task over time beats hard work every time. But it is consistency. Consistency is the key, and that's good old fashioned work ethic, and it's discipline. Discipline.
Absolutely.
Shannon, I was going to tell you, I had this one call. This one guy, he was, what's really cool about KVCore and the CRM is when a lead comes in, you don't have to respond. It already automatically responds within seconds or minutes. And then it'll even ask them, hey, thank you for checking us out. Our team's already working on something. How would you like to be communicated? Text, email, whatnot. people write back, text. And I'm thinking, how cool is this? I mean, I didn't do that. And sometimes I don't have time to go respond. And so this one guy, there's this name. I thought, I'm going to call this guy because he asked the AI. I guess KVCore is a lot of artificial intelligence. It just smart.
Mm-hmm.
It asked the guy questions, and then I finally thought, I better call this guy. I just have a feeling he's getting ready to blow his top. And I called him using my phone, not my smart number. And we were talking. He goes, yeah, well, I'm just looking. One day I'm going to buy, but thanks for asking me those questions. I go, you know what? That's my website. And he goes, well, you have a great website. I mean, it was tracking me and knowing what I was doing, and then asked the right questions. I thought, how did it do that? It makes me look like the genius, and it's artificial. And he goes, well, that's a great website. I appreciate follow-up that I didn't do. KVCore did. It was Knolly. Yeah. It was so cool. Then I thought, well, Shannon did that.
Yeah.
No, it's built. No, I don't know, Shannon. Did you put that? It automatically knows, right? It comes with it.
Okay, when it comes to you from KVCore, it is set up with default campaigns, but the campaign triggers are not set and the campaign behavioral alerts are not set.
Right.
So that's one of the things that we go in and we actually modify for you, so that it's carrying on this conversation for you. I even set it to where as soon as they respond, that it's going to kick them off of that campaign and it's going to make them an active client, and it's going to reach out to you and say, hey, this person is active. You need to step up and be a realtor now. You need to do your job now. Right.
Do some work.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
This is what I try to tell my agents, Shannon, and I want to get you with all my agents, because when right out of the box, KVCore, people think that you just unwrap the box or, turn the key or, and it goes. But the reality is you have to set it up, and it is a once and done. Once you set it up correctly, I mean, you still got to get in there and tweak from time to time, but you've got to put in the initial work. Is that fair?
Absolutely. It's just like anything else. If you do all the hard work up front, it will pay you dividends for years to come. Right. And you're right, Knolly. Sometimes you want to go in and you want to modify certain things, but I like to set it up to where, and I have people tell me, I actually had someone say, well, as soon as that campaign's over, is it going to automatically start another campaign to start talking to them? I said, sooner or later, you're going to pick up the phone and call them, right? I mean, that's your job, right? Sooner or later, you're going to have to do your job, you know? And so why not do that as soon as they respond to you? All you're trying to do, what I want people to understand about campaigns, this is so important. Campaigns for buyers and sellers are only there to get someone to raise their hand and say, I'm interested in buying or selling.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Once they say me, then you need to do your job. Right? I mean, that's just the fact. And so I see a lot of people wanting to bypass that and wanting the system to keep carrying on the conversations with them. But I'm going to tell you, as time goes on, they're going to catch on to that. Right? You follow me? Because they're going to be like, okay, that response didn't make any sense. I reached out to this person. They didn't reply back to me.
Right.
And now all of a sudden they're asking me the same question again of, hey, are you still interested in buying a house? Well, they know I'm interested in buying a house because I've told them I'm interested in buying a house. Does that make sense? So, you got to use common sense with this thing too.
Yeah. That's where it makes sense to switch it off. That's why you say you switch it off and you teach the agent to do their job.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I tell our agents that contacts equal contracts. Pretty simple. And our job in real estate is one of the simplest jobs in the world, yet one of the hardest. And I ask people, how many contacts you make today? Well, no. What you got in the pipeline? Well, nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves going to leave you nothing. You got to pick up the phone, call your peeps. I mean, it's pretty simple, but yet hard. And it's hard because they don't do it.
Yeah.
And it's people like and trust, and when your KVCore comes in, we have to have the mindset of, I'm not bugging them. They reached out to me. I'm going to provide value, and they need me. And when we have that mindset of we're needed and we're providing value, it takes the fear out of calling that stranger that's on the website, or the one lady that says, text. Well, you just text her. Hey, I'm here if you need me.
Absolutely.
But, it's contact. And
my favorite response to that once they say text is, great. Hey, by the way, can you tell me exactly what it is you're looking for?
Yeah.
Right? That's one of the best follow-ups ever.
Right.
And they will sit there and tell you, oh, I'm looking for 3 bedrooms. I need 2 baths. I need this price range. I need this location. They're going to tell you all that. At that point in time, do not rely on KVCore to do your job.
Right.
Do your job, right?
Exactly. And you know, people, and you're absolutely right. Because when KVCore is asking that same question and they've already answered it, now they're on to you. Like you said, busted.
Yeah.
Pick
Hey,
up the phone.
I don't know if you knew this, Shannon, but your birthday was yesterday, so happy birthday. You knew that.
Thank you. Thank you.
But,
Thank you.
But I don't know if you knew this, that Will and Deb are right on the heels of Icon, if they haven't already hit it. So
Awesome.
yeah, and they
Yeah.
and they also have an agent in their group that already hit Icon. He already hit Icon.
Yeah.
And for those of you that are watching this, you don't know what Icon is. You know, EXP, we have a cap at $16,000. You cap, you go to 100%. However, if you do that additional 20 deals after your cap, you get 100% of your $16,000 back in the form of stock. Okay. And there's a couple performance things in there, very, very light things that you have to do, but you get all that back in the form of stock. The cool thing about that is the people that got that Icon last year, okay, they Icon when our stock was $8 a share. Now that it's hovering around 40 a share, that 16,000 is now worth 5 times as much.
That's amazing.
80,000.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Knolly, I'll be honest with you. I was looking just yesterday. So my 3 years is up come this end of this year, right? So, you know, the 3-year vesting to be able to get the cash in the stock. I got to look and I looked at my wife and I said, we can either put a serious down payment on an investment property or I can go buy a new truck.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My stock was $3.16 a share when I started.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is cool.
That's amazing.
And you know, that's another thing too about EXP is realtor versus entrepreneur. And as entrepreneurs, we got to have that mindset of multiple streams of income. And if you're not thinking multiple streams of income, you can't really just build wealth with just commission, living from commission to commission. And with EXP, there's multiple streams. We have the Icon program, $16,000 in stock. And if you're in this for 10 or 15, 20 years, and you're a producer, you're going to retire with $1 million in the bank. Retire with money in the bank that most realtors won't. You also get revenue share, a multiple stream of income. Other companies don't have that. Revenue share, and there is one company out there, I can't remember their initials, they have profit share, which means they have to have profit before they can share. And EXP has that. And then the leverage possibility. I mean, to work smart, you got to leverage. And EXP has 600 employees at our fingertips, an accounting department that can do all the work for us. It really is, when you take a deep dive and look through the onion, it's a no-brainer. Yeah. And the solopreneur or a guy that works for a chain, Century 21 Cool, all he's doing is making the owner of that or that cost center money. And when he leaves in 10, 15, 20 years, what is he going to have? Our theme song, nothing. Nothing from nothing's going to leave you nothing. Mm-hmm. So EXP, to me, is a no-brainer. A really no-brainer.
And this is coming from a guy, you know, and gal, Will and Deb, that still are the owners of Lake Life Realty. They still own the company. It's just they've got a different, instead of the AMD chip, they've got the Intel chip. They've got the EXP chip operating in the background.
Right.
And you haven't lost any deals.
Nope.
No, you haven't lost any clients.
Not a thing. And
It's gone up.
Your production has gone up.
Yeah.
You know, think too about the other entrepreneur. I mean, the realtor is, if you're a solopreneur, private, independent, you got to be thinking, am I providing the best technology? I guarantee you're not. How am I attracting and retaining my top dogs? Guarantee you're not. Somebody's going to wave a shiny object or a better split, they're gone. EXP has the top technology, has incredible training from the Icon producers.
Yeah, that's
The
right.
country's best real estate producers, teaching all the time, 50 hours a week in training, live training in the cloud, in the auditorium. The other companies can't provide that. So as far as agent attraction and retention, EXP.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a no-brainer.
It really is.
Absolute no-brainer.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. And if I could chime in on that for just a minute.
Yeah.
the other company that you were saying, we forgot their initials, right? I was with that company as well. And that profit share, just to give you a difference between profit share versus revenue share, okay? Profit share is everybody is paid, and then whatever's left over is split among all the agents in that one particular market center. That's the way it works. My highest profit share check ever to date was $27.81 for a month.
Wow.
$27.81. My highest revenue share check, which is taken off the top. Okay, that's what people need to understand. There's a big difference between being a bottom feeder and being a top feeder, right? And so this is taken off the top. This is not taken from, there's a big misconception out there that this money is taken from, oh, you're taking money from your agents. No. No, we are on the 80-20 split. 20% of that goes to the company. The company then takes that 20% and gives us a percentage of that commission that agent earned. Mm-hmm. Now, to give you an example of the difference, $27.81 highest profit share check, highest revenue share check, just shy of $10,000 for a month. Wow. Go do the math.
Yeah.
I mean, it really makes a difference.
That's spot on. That's spot on because, I spent a decade, 10 years with Keller Williams. Actually was recruited to Keller Williams by Gary Keller. And most people know that story. But, this past month, my revenue share, was 100 times my profit share check.
Wow.
100 times. And I've been at EXP for 18 months. I was 10 years at Keller Williams.
Big difference. Big difference.
Big difference. Shannon, let's switch topic a little bit and let's talk about what services you offer. How can people get a hold of you? Because I've been here. My wife and I have been here almost a week with these wonderful folks. And
I got to come see y'all because that place looks gorgeous, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's great.
Yeah, and we keep hearing
this is just a green screen. I'm dreaming here. All right.
Yeah. But all I hear is, man, Shannon did this, and I was like, well, how'd y'all do that? Well, Shannon set up this. Well, look at this, Shannon. I was like, man, okay, I'll talk to Shannon. All right. So, but I want you talking to all my people because the thing is, I tell our agents, do this, do that, watch the videos. I mean, I spent 7 hours. This is God's honest truth. My wife will tell you. I spent 7 hours at a Starbucks learning KVCore. Dumb with a capital D. It's like, don't you have anything better to do than, and this is before COVID.
Yeah.
7 hours learning KVCore, and I don't even know it a tenth of what Shannon does.
Oh yeah,
so
guarantee it.
What I tell people is just do you have a Visa or MasterCard? Oh yeah, I got a MasterCard. Okay, give Shannon a call, pull out your credit card, and have him do it. Because a month later, I say, hey, have you set that up? Oh no, I'm gonna get to it. We'll call Shannon. No, I'm gonna do it. 3 months later, have you done it? No, I haven't. And they're missing business. So how do we get a hold of you? What do you have to offer, Shannon? Okay. How do we get it?
All right, cool. So let's do a breakdown of what the KVCore Bootcamp actually is, okay? Just so you guys know, there's 153 videos that are put out by KVCore to explain how to use KVCore.
Yeah.
It blows people's mind. Nobody's going to go through 153 videos. They're just not going to do it, right?
Right.
So I'll condense those down to 8 15-minute videos that are bite-sized that people can understand that the average Joe gets, right? Okay. On top of that, we're going to put in your testimonials from Realtor.com and Zillow.com. We're going to build a customized email signature for you. We're going to build out custom buyer and seller campaigns and put those in for you. We're going to set up all your trigger alerts. We're going to set up all your behavioral alerts. We're going to make sure that all your social media is linked together. Okay. So every bit of that, and you get a follow-up call with one of my team members to talk about, hey, how's everything working for you? Do you have any questions? Things of that nature. Okay. All of that, I typically charge $349 for, one-time fee, okay? But right now, because of COVID, I've reduced the price to $97.
My goodness.
Less than $100.
Price. Not 3 easy payments, one.
$97. That's
$97. That's it, $97. You go to KVCoreBootcamp.com. So KVCoreBootcamp.com, okay? That gets you that. Now, there are people like Will and Deb that want to do the one-on-one, right? So we do an upgrade, and that's an additional $297. And people say, well, can you waive that? And I say, no, because that's my time. I'm actually going to get on a call with you and coach you through this system, right? It's 30-minute sessions. We do 4 of those. They're on Zoom. They're recorded. We're going to dive in and show you every single intricate detail of KVCore. There's nothing you're not going to know about that. There's nothing you're not going to know about lead generation. Okay. There's nothing that you're not going to know about how to use video and things like that. People don't even realize this, but BombBomb is now a part of KVCore. Okay. And you can send videos to 100 people at a time if you know what you're doing. Okay. That's huge. All right. So there's all kinds of stuff that we go over there. And then on top of that, I throw in a bunch of different bonuses. As a matter of fact, I won the #1 listing presentation 2019 for EXP out of 30,000 agents. I thought that was so awesome. But thank you. But I throw that in as a bonus for free. So if people sign up for my KVCore on a Rockstar one-on-one coaching, then they actually get an editable copy of my presentation, me breaking it down, showing them exactly what to do, and all the forms that I use to go on the presentation.
You know, I forgot all about that. I was so blown away with just what I learned. I forgot about that bonus, Shannon. Good. Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome.
We have it. I mean, Deb's like, we got it. It's like, man, that's a gold mine right there.
Hey, Shannon, I'm going to go off topic. I'm going to show you where we are. Look at this, bud. See that? Can you see it?
Oh, man.
Is it
Yeah, now it is. Now it's caught
Oh,
up.
that's beautiful.
Yeah. This is just a little piece of it, man. This is, I tell you, boy, what I keep saying, God's country.
Yeah.
Amen to that, brother.
Josie.
Amen to that.
We got hummingbirds over here too. There's a hummingbird feeder. They're not
Oh, man.
not there right now, but
Yeah, they're,
yeah. We
That's
got
it,
elk.
Will, Deb. That's it. I'm bringing my wife out. We're gonna have a vacation out there.
hey, you know, Shannon, every August, next August, we're gonna be here a month. And
Really?
2 bedrooms, 2-bath cabin with a living room and a kitchen.
Yeah.
Knolly said something, Deb do something out there, and Josie said, Deb said, hey, if you're Richard, come on out. Josie called Deb and said, hey, are y'all kidding? And Deb's like, no, come on. And they came up.
That's all.
It's only $197 a night.
$197 a night. That's funny.
But Shannon, when we first talked, I said, I'm going to introduce you to Knolly. And when Knolly's not in front of you, he's really hard to get in touch because his phone just blowing up all day long.
Yeah.
I mean, he's somebody. He's a big wig. But here, we got him captive. And I said, we were in Cloudcrop, and he said something about Shannon. And I said, Knolly said, call him up right now. And that's why I texted you, and I said, can you talk? I mean, I got Knolly right now. And you call me.
And I was coaching somebody at the time. I'm like, dude, I'll call you right back.
Shannon's a busy man too.
I mean, I know Shannon's busy, but it's when you try to get 2 icons together, it's tough. 3. And so I just appreciate you answering your phone or responding to that text. And that's part of that relationship we developed through our one-on-one coaching.
Yeah.
Which I'm coming back.
I mean, I consider you guys friends, and we didn't even know each other a month ago.
Oh,
Right.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's been a blessing for you in our life, and you went through COVID yourself, and we prayed for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure all your peeps prayed for you, but you're just a major asset to EXP. Having Knolly, I mean, just knowing you 2 guys, and Deb and I can say, oh yeah, we know these guys.
We
No
hang
way.
with him. We hang
Yeah,
with him. I know Shannon. Now I can say I know Shannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I know Knolly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Will and Deb.
Yeah, exactly.
we seriously appreciate your contribution.
Thank you.
We love your zeal for God and
Yep.
your love for the Lord as well, your heart, your ministry, and you're really doing this to help agents. It's something that a lot of people that aren't givers don't understand. Those of us that are, because they're like, well, you know all this knowledge. Why wouldn't you just do it all yourself and keep? Well, I think Lucifer tried that. Didn't work out
Yeah.
too good. For
It
him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how well that worked for you. Yeah.
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 We're on a different path here, so we
Amen.
appreciate that COVID discount that you're giving the agents.
Yeah.
Because we know a lot of you agents out there are going through a difficult time. But make your life easier. Come on over here. Give Shannon a call. Give Will, give Deb Gilliam a call, and talk to them about their experience with EXP. I say make your life easier. It really is fun again.
Yeah. And it's about leverage. And if we're not leveraging our time, talents, and treasures and resources, and Knolly is a valuable resource, leverage. Shannon, I mean, I'm not going to spend 7 hours trying to learn a computer. I would have put my fist through the laptop. Deb found Shannon, and Shannon did it. It's like,
Yeah.
that's called leverage. That's using smart money, and it's really very inexpensive for what we got. It's unbelievable. KVCore.
I tell people all the time, you have to invest.
You got to invest.
In yourself, right? You got to invest in yourself. And I have people tell me all the time. I mean, I had somebody complaining the other day about it being $97, and I said, really? I said, you got to invest in yourself.
Right.
I can't go any lower than that, because I'm going to be honest with you. I pay somebody to set those up for me, so I'm not making a lot of money off of each one of these, right?
If they're complaining about $97, then they need to do a deep dive in why am I in real estate? Yeah. This is not.
Why am I in business for myself?
Yeah, this is exactly. This is an expensive hobby. Yeah. But when you start looking at it as an entrepreneur, big difference. And entrepreneurs invest, and you got to invest in yourself, in your community. You got to give back. And Shannon, that's what I see you doing. $97, really, you're not making anything, but you're giving back. And
even if you did one additional deal a year, just from the fact that you have all this set up for you correctly.
Right.
I mean, I spent 7 hours doing this, and everything that Shannon just said, I didn't even do that stuff. So I already got my $97 ready.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where you think about, if you can't see yourself getting even one additional deal from all this work that Shannon's going to do, I mean, that's going to pay for KVCore for the next 10 years.
Right.
So the reality is, just don't even think about it. Just do it. And
just do it.
Just give Shannon a call, reach out to him, and talk to him about EXP. Talk to him about his experience. Call one of us. We're all family here. So, hey, we appreciate you. Any closing thoughts and words, Shannon?
I would just say that, people ask a lot of times, how do you know what you know? I was trained by the original owners of Conversion, which then sold out to Inside Real Estate, which are KVCore. So I know one of the original people that started it. They actually trained me on how to use the system and how to use it effectively. So I learned from the programmers themselves, okay,
right,
which is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
However, I will say this: I've been blessed to have about 800 people so far that are currently with EXP that I've helped, and over 200 now that are not with EXP but use the KVCore system.
Wow.
That is amazing. So you've helped over 1,000 people. Hey, keep doing what you're doing, man. And we love you, brother.
Hey, we love you too, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me on here.
Shannon, you're the man, brother. We love you, bro. Take care.
Awesome.
Bye, y'all. See you later.